want you to do something right now, and I promise it's not a trick. I want you to think about the last time you looked in the mirror and, without hesitation, thought, I am beautiful. Not, I look okay today. Not, it's fine for my age. Not, if I just lose a bit of weight, then maybe. Not, my eyes are nice, I guess. But the rest, just, I am beautiful. Full stop. No conditions attached. When was that? Last week? Last year? 10 years ago? Can you even remember? For most women, that question lands somewhere in the chest, like a small, quiet gut punch. Because the honest answer, the real answer, not the polite one, is that it has been a very long time. Or maybe, if you're being completely truthful with yourself, never. Not once without an asterisk. And I think we need to talk about why. Not to make you feel worse about it, not to add another thing to the list of things you should be doing differently, but because the answer might genuinely surprise you, and because understanding where this feeling comes from is the first step to being free of it. Here's the thing I want you to hold on to from the very beginning of this video before we go anywhere else. The reason you don't feel beautiful has almost nothing to do with how you actually look. I know that can be hard to believe. I know it might even feel dismissive when I say it, because when you stand in front of the mirror and you feel that wave of dissatisfaction, that familiar sinking sense of not quite right, it feels completely and entirely about what you are seeing. The skin, the weight, the lines, the specific thing, whatever it is for you that your eyes go to first and stay on longest. It feels like evidence, like proof of something. But that feeling, that nagging, persistent, exhausting sense of not enough, was not born inside you. It was planted there, carefully, consistently, over many years, by forces that had a very specific interest in making sure you never felt like you were enough exactly as you are. Let me explain what I mean. The global beauty industry is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and that money, all of it, is built on one foundational premise, that you are not enough as you are, but that you could be if you just bought the right thing, used the right product, followed the right routine, lost the right amount of weight, or fixed the right flaw. Think about that for a moment. Really think about it. If you woke up tomorrow morning and looked in the mirror and genuinely, peacefully, wholeheartedly loved what you saw, you would stop buying the creams. You would stop purchasing the supplements, the tools, the programs, and the treatments. You would stop clicking on the ads that promise to fix the things you have been told are broken. You would stop chasing an ideal that is deliberately designed to stay just out of reach, because the moment you get close, the standard shifts. Their business model does not work if you feel good about yourself. Your self-doubt is not a side effect of the beauty industry. It is the product. It is what they are selling over and over in 1,000 different forms. And it starts young. Much younger than most of us realize. Little girls are told their hair is too frizzy or too flat, too curly or not curly enough. Their skin is too pale or too dark. They are too tall, too short, too loud, too quiet, too much of something, never quite enough of something else. The messaging is everywhere, in the toys they are given, in the films they watch, in the comments made by well-meaning adults who thought they were just making conversation. And then comes social media, an endless, relentless stream of images that have been filtered, edited, lit by professional equipment, posed by people who have been coached, then presented to us as normal, as what women just look like, as the standard against which we are supposed to measure ourselves. And we do. We hold ourselves up against that standard every single day in bathrooms and changing rooms and phone screens, and we wonder, quietly, privately, with that familiar ache, why we fall short. But here is the truth. We were never meant to reach it because it does not exist. It was never real to begin with. And yet we keep trying. We keep buying. We keep adjusting and fixing and covering and minimizing and apologizing for the body we live in. The body that wakes up every morning and carries us through the world without ever asking for our thanks. Women are judged on their appearance from the time they are very young. When that judgment is repeated often enough across years and across contexts at school, in the media, in relationships, and sometimes within families, it stops being something that happens to you from the outside. It becomes a voice inside you. You know the voice I mean. It's the one that speaks before you've even finished getting dressed. The one that notices immediately everything that isn't right. Your stomach is too big. Your nose is wrong. Your skin is uneven. You'd be so much prettier if you just did something, or whatever it is for you. There is always a just. There is always one more thing that stands between you and being allowed to feel good about yourself. That voice feels like yours. It sounds like yours. It has been with you so long that it feels like part of your own thinking. But it is not your voice. It was given to you, installed piece by piece over years of being told, directly and indirectly, that your natural self was not quite right. And you have been carrying it around ever since, mistaking it for the truth about who you are. It is not the truth. It was never the truth. It is the voice of an industry that profits from your insecurity and a culture that was not built to make women feel powerful in their own bodies. So what do we do with that? I don't want to just name the problem and leave you sitting with it. I want to give you something real and practical to work with. Something small enough to actually do and honest enough to actually help. Here is what I want to offer you. Every morning this week, just 7 days, before you look in the mirror, before you open your phone, before you do anything else, I want you to take 2 minutes and write down 3 things your body did for you yesterday. Not how it looked, what it did. Your legs carried you from room to room, up and down stairs through the day. Your lungs kept breathing through the night while you slept without you asking them to, without you even thinking about it. Your heart beat somewhere around 100,000 times. Your hands made food or held someone you love or typed something that mattered or turned the pages of a book or drove a car or wiped away a child's tears. Your immune system fought off things you never even noticed. Your eyes took in light and color and the faces of people you care about. Your body digested, repaired, regulated, adapted, all without a single instruction from you. Your body is not a decoration. It is not an object to be evaluated and rated and found wanting. It is an extraordinary, complex working instrument that has been showing up for you every single day of your life, and most of the time without any gratitude at all. In fact, most of the time, the only attention we give our bodies is criticism. What would happen if you change that? When you start noticing what your body does instead of only how it looks, something begins to shift. It happens slowly, and it happens quietly, but it is real. The relationship changes. It becomes less like standing in front of a judge and more like standing next to a partner. Someone who has been on your side all along. Someone who deserved your kindness far sooner than this. You were told you were not beautiful enough by advertisements designed to make you feel that way. By images that were never real to begin with, by comments that people made without understanding the weight they carried, by a culture that has always found it easier to control women who do not feel good about themselves. But that is not the truth about you. You do not have to lose weight before you are allowed to feel beautiful. You do not have to fix your skin or change your hair or correct your nose or hide your age. You are allowed to feel beautiful right now, today. In the body you are in, at the age you are, with the face you have always had. The work is not on your body. Your body is not the problem. The work is on the voice. The voice that was handed to you, that you have been listening to for years as though it were your own. You can learn to recognize it. You can learn to question it. And slowly, with practice and patience, you can learn to replace it with something that is actually true. This is not quick work. It is not a 7-day challenge or a morning routine or a product you can buy. It is real, honest, ongoing inner work. But it is worth doing because you deserve to move through the world in your own body without being at war with it every single day. You deserve peace, not when you've earned it, not when you've fixed everything. Right now, exactly as you are. Before you go, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying until the end. And most of all, thank you for taking this time for yourself today. That already says something about you. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss the next episode. Hit that button, and I will see you next week.